it's definitely a Hebrew derivative, or Hebrew's derivative of it. There's a little Aramaic thrown in and some old stuff I've never seen before. Where did you find this?
Do you think you can translate it?
Nobody can translate this. Maybe a Baal Shem.
A what?
The Baal Shem are Jewish miracle workers. They were said to possess the knowledge of the name of God. In Jewish culture, the real name of God is unpronounceable. God, Yahweh, and Adonai, they're just the words used to represent God. The actual name of God holds enormous power.
Legend has it, God tested Abraham by asking him to sacrifice his only son. Just before Abraham did the deed, God sent down an angel to stop him. The angel put his hand on Abraham's shoulder and whispered God's true name into his ear. Abraham passed the knowledge of the name down to Isaac, and Isaac passed it down from teacher to pupil for thousands of years.
Those pupils became the Baal Shem. They can supposedly use the name of God like a magic spell to heal the sick, destroy their enemies, make it rain.
Okay. Where do I find one?
Poland, Germany, Holland, anywhere there's a Jewish cemetery. They're all dead. Hitler knew about them too, scared the hell out of them. He hunted them all down and wiped them out.
All of them, and none survived?
There are rumors of 1 or 2 Baal Shem escaping and hiding somewhere in the U.S., but even if that's true, you'd never find them. The communities that followed them have always tried to keep the Baal Shem identities a secret for their protection.
What about a book that describes the language? I mean, something.
No. The Baal Shem tradition is passed down orally.
The angel whispered the name to Abraham. He never wrote it down.
If there's a Baal Shem out there, we better find him soon. If we're after him, so is Donna.
Oh my God, look at his hair. It's turned white.
There are records of the Baal Shem dating all the way back to Babylonian times, but as soon as you hit World War II, that's it. Nothing. I mean, it's a dead end.
There's no such thing as a dead end.
Yeah, right. Well, that's all there is, though. Okay, I mean, you call it whatever you want. You can call it a black hole or a cul-de-sac. What?
You can't see black holes because they're devoid of light. We find them by looking for the things that are around them. We've been focused on finding the Baal Shem, but they're the black hole. We need to start looking for the things that surround them.
Right. Yeah, no. I'm sorry.
If the tradition of the Baal Shem was passed down from generation to generation, then why not the tradition of the people who worship and protect them? Find those people, and you'll find the Baal Shem.
Nice work at the hospital. The rabbi must have used the power of the Baal Shem on our man.
The old guy scared him so badly he made his hair turn white.
We're not going to let him use his power on any more of us. Our inside man is going to have to kill the rabbi.
Oh, I'm not sure he's up to it. He's a little funny.
Funny. I am not going to let Son translate that text. The translation will lead him to the ring. The ring is our birthright, not his. We're all racing to the same goal here. Our only advantage is that Zond doesn't know that it's a race yet. And I am not giving that up, do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
These are the 8 communities where the Baal Shem were rumored to have come from. Now, if we track the movements of the survivors of all those communities, all those towns, they all end up in Woodmere.
Long Island?
Right under our noses. Or right under your nose.
The synagogue is the center of the community. If we're to find the Baal Shem, this is the place to start.
Yes?
Excuse us for interrupting. We just want to speak with your rabbi.
Some men have waited years for an audience with the rabbi.
Well, we don't have that much time.
Well,
Can I help?
I need you to show this to your rabbi. Please.
We can't do this. We don't know these people.
Can't see how showing him a picture could hurt him, man.
I'm the rabbi's chief pupil. I say what he sees.
Man, this is a decision from the rabbi.
They're not going to let us talk to him. We need to make a preemptive strike.
How are we supposed to tell which one's our guy? There's gotta be at least 10 rabbi-looking dudes in here. And how do we know if the one we find is even the Baal Shem?
Are you done?
Follow the bones. They believe the Baal Shem has God's ear. Anything he touches is blessed. Sharing from his plate is a great honor.
Oh, that's hardcore, man.
The rabbi will not see you. All right. Take it easy.
Come, we'll go to my home. Why don't you look after our friends, Ben? I want to talk to Dr. Zond alone.
But shouldn't I stay here?
We can figure these things out ourselves.
Not too long, Zadie.
Hi, I'm Nico. It's nice
I'm Ben. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Somebody tried to kill me 2 days ago. It is my guess that this has something to do with it.
Dorna.
Dorna?
Dorna and I are both in the answer-finding business. The only difference is I look to help people, they look to help themselves. They knew I couldn't translate the text by myself, so they tried to eliminate you.
So I have you to thank for all this.
I don't know what to say, I'm sorry.
Don't be. I wasn't being sarcastic. For 60 years I've lived here, praying, advising, waiting.
Waiting for what?
Waiting for you. Waiting for this.
Can you translate it?
I can. And I will. But you must allow me to complete the job, no matter what the cost. Translating is a spiritual and physical trial. It is a Herculean task. And while my spirit grows stronger each day, my body disappoints me.
I don't know, Rabbi. Don't think I want to play a part in expediting your death.
When you found this relic, the fabric of our destinies became entwined. And the tapestry, those threads formed, can give the answer to questions that men have asked for thousands of years.
What questions? Rabbi, what is hidden in there that is so important?
The secrets of the universe, Dr. Zot. The secrets of the universe.
You actually studying?
Well, I thought it might be nice to learn a little bit about the cultures we're getting involved with.
Getting high on Hebrew.
Yeah.
Then why haven't you read all the rest of the books I gave you about them?
Oh, the ones about how the sect of Judaism in Woodmere follows traditions and codes that predate all known Jewish customs. The ones that talk about how unflinchingly devoted they are to their rabbi, even under the strictest Orthodox standards. Or the ones about how they just began using modern amenities, like telephones. Are those the books you're talking about?
What are you up to?
Nothing.
Where are you going?
Woodmere, to help Dad.
What's your name?
Sadie, you remember Nico?
Come. Come in. Let me ask you something, young man. Do you think a wife should be allowed to file suit for divorce from her husband on the grounds of hereditary sterility?
Hereditary sterility, that's not possible.
Smart boy. Jewish?
No.
Nobody's perfect. Shamir, Shamir Hayalach, Shamir Al-Mashel Alalach. V'ya achrayu, V'chida Nachana, V'chida Nachana.
So, what do you guys do for fun around here? I mean, you must go to movies or something, right?
No.
No TV either?
No, I never really saw the point.
Well, it's TV. There is no point. That's kind of the point.
Well, I guess that's my problem with it. In our community, everything has a point.
All right, so fine. Everything has to have a point. But you still gotta have a good time, right?
We dance sometimes.
You dance. But have you ever been to the Sack Club downtown? They got a great DJ in it. Yeah, I guess that wasn't the kind of dancing you were talking about.
No.
Okay, so what kind of dancing are you guys into?
Well, it's kind of hard to describe, really.
Well, show me. Come on, show me, please. Please, it'll be fun. I promise.
All right.
Okay.
No touching. Just stand right over there.
Okay.
You just kind of put your hands up. And just go like that.
So just bring my hand up like this.
Yeah.
Esther,
Ben.
your grandfather's ready for his tea.
Sadie, are you okay?
Yes. I just lost my breath.
We've got to up security. No one gets in the house that we don't know.
The girl said it was too dark to get a look at the man's face, but she's sure it was one of them.
So Dorna has someone on the inside. Who?
I wouldn't discount anyone right now.
You were very lucky.
Perhaps. But never underestimate the power of the Baal Shem. This is the polite smile of the non-believer. I assure you, my power is real.
I'm sure it is. But I'm a scientist. Scientists believe in data. Facts.
Data, facts. All right? The language of the Baal Shem. The legend has it was written down only once in the tablets of the Ten Commandments. But the legend appears to be wrong. The writing on your relic was written down with the same letters as well.
You're saying whoever wrote the text saw the tablets of the Ten Commandments?
No. Whoever wrote this on the relic also wrote the Ten Commandments.
You're not serious.
The scientist.
Don't get me wrong. I think that there is something behind all this. I'm just gonna wait till all the facts come in before I decide what its name is.
Call it what you will. But I warn you, once you hear the voice of God, there's no turning back. These are not secrets to be kept in a museum case. This is not a treasure hunt. This is a call to your destiny.
We thought you were going to kill him.
Are you having second thoughts? I mean, because we can stop the money transfer if you've changed your mind.
No, don't do that. I'm all right.
You don't look all right. Does he look all right to you?
No, he looks scared. I think he's afraid of the power of the Baal Shem.
There is no power of the Baal Shem. He just uses all that hocus pocus to keep everyone under his thumb. Look, I've been that rabbi's chief pupil for 10 years. And all he's taught me is how many lumps he likes in his tea.
Well, that may be true, but this community believes in all that hocus pocus. If they discovered you're a fake, they'd be crushed.
Devastated.
How could they trust you as their leader after that?
Look, I've never killed anyone before.
The first one's always the hardest.
You just need to be a man with a plan. Remember, after this is all said and done, you'll have our money and the community.
I have a plan. This time I won't be stopped.
Guns are messy. It has to seem natural.
Smother him.
Smothering's good. It's clean.
I can handle that. Sure. I can do that. Tell me one thing, though. What's in that text that's so important?
V'haya, b'haharit, hiyamim nakov.
Isaiah. And it shall come to pass in the end of days that the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains, and all nations will flow unto it.
Those days are coming. And that house is ours.
That's enough for today. Everybody out for a while.
No, we go on.
Rabbi, you're too weak.
Then will I be strong? We go on. But perhaps I will sit in my chair this time.
I think we should leave.
What are you trying to do? Run away with the text to keep me from translating it? You think I wouldn't come after you? You look like a man with something important to say.
You know, if we had found this object 10 years ago, it would be my wife, Haley, hounding you to translate it.
Haley?
This was her passion. And she understood the risks, as did I. But the work just seemed too important not to take risks for. Sometimes I'm not so sure that we were right. Rabbi, I would trade all the answers to all the questions in the world just to walk down a crowded street and have her hair brush by me once. Right now, what I'm asking myself is whether whatever is on that tablet is worth your people losing you over.
When I was a boy in Poland, the Nazis took my parents away. I never saw them again. I was put to work in a munitions factory. One day they caught me stealing jam from a guard's lunch pail. They beat me till I almost died. But I didn't die. I was saved that day and many days since. Not because I was better than other men, but because I must fulfill my destiny. Our destiny. The universe has called to us, Solomon. They asked you to find this wonderful thing and bring it to me. We are on God's path now, and you must continue to walk till you find out what's at the end, whether I'm there to guide you or not.
Zay Masreach Tov? I didn't just say it smells good, did I?
No, you, basically said it stinks. It was sweet of you to try, though.
Thank you. Anyway, look, I brought you something.
Oh.
I wanted to show you that pop culture has a point, too. Now, we'll start off with the classics before we move on to the harder stuff, all right? So here we go.
Oh, she may be weary. And young girls, they do get wearied wearing that same old shaggy dress. Yeah, yeah. But when she gets weary, try a little tenderness. Yeah, yeah.
Then it kind of picks up.
You know she's waiting, just anticipating for things that she'll never, 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 never possess. Yeah, yeah. But while she's there waiting, and without them, try a little tenderness.
You're taken by the outsiders.
Good men are only outsiders amongst the evil ones.
Is that why you've embraced them with such open arms? Told them all about your precious tradition? The tradition that's supposed to belong to me?
The source of all sadness is pride, Ben. Proud men think they're entitled to everything. But my own is jealousy. Soon the entire community will be yours.
That's what doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, why choose me? Why make me your heir and teach me nothing of value? Why hold me as your successor and then look on me with disdain?
Look into your heart, Ben. You know the answer.
No. I need to hear that from you.
No, you got the lover, Caesar, got the drop, man, and drop,
Okay, just relax.
Okay.
Hina here for royalty. Hina here for.
It's you, isn't it? You're the next Baal Hashem. I just don't understand. I mean, why you?
Because the times for elevating a man and turning him into a god, it's past.
My grandfather believes in the tradition of the Baal Shem, but he hates what's become of it.
I chose you because I knew as soon as you become Baal Shem, the people will realize that their hearts can bring them closer to the truth than any man.
He wants to set the Baal Shem free. So he put the treasure of the tradition in a place that no one would ever think to look. The voice of a woman.
And Ben?
Ben is a figurehead, someone to deflect attention away from me.
I chose you because you're the least worthy man I know.
We gotta tell my dad. Okay, you can finish translating the letters and your grandfather can rest.
No. Look, I begged my grandfather, but he doesn't want to risk my secret getting out. If anyone in the community were to find out, they'd lock me up to protect me. It's their sworn duty.
When all this is over and Ben takes over, you can do whatever you want, right? You could leave. Right?
Oh, God.
Sadie? Sadie! No! Sadie!
Dad!
No.
It was Ben.
No.
It was Ben.
No.
Nico, wait! Nico! Ben, what happened in there? There he is! He killed the Baal Shem! What?
Look, I didn't do anything, all right?
Your lies make it worse. I saw him do it.
You saw the boy kill the rabbi?
I walked in on him.
No, he's lying. Nico and I saw him come running out of Zadie's office.
Esther, you're his accomplice.
So you never went into the office?
No, as soon as I saw the rabbi dead, I ran for help.
Really? Turn around.
How do you explain that powder on your back and your shoes? This means nothing. This means nothing. I saw him do it.
Then why lie about going into the office?
You couldn't have gotten powder on your shoes or those marks on your jacket unless you were in there with the rabbi.
How could you?
Back up! Back up!
Don't do this, Ben. Give me the gun.
Nico!
Yeah?
Nico!
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance!
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, just relax. Just relax.
Hang on. No, stop, please. Don't, no, stop. Esther, no, please. Stop.
She's the Baal Shem.
No, she doesn't want to go. No. She doesn't want to. She doesn't want to go, Dad.
Stay still. It's all right. It's okay.
No.
Yiskadal v'yiskadash me'rabah. Yom adiv rachirusei v'yamlich malchusei. Yatzmach porkanei v'karei meshichei. V'chai echon v'yom echon v'chai edachol beis Yisrael. Magola Vizman Kori Vimaru Amen. Leila Minkol Birchasa Vishirasa Tushbechasa Vinechamasa Damiran Bealma Vimaru Amen.
So, how are you?
Fine. It appeared to be worse than it was. The doctors say that the bullet just grazed the major artery 1 millimeter to the left and he'd be gone.
He's very lucky.
Perhaps. Never underestimate the power of the Baal Shem.
Excuse me. And Ben, has he survived your fierce attack?
Oh, he'll survive. Unfortunately for him, he'll probably be surviving in a jail cell for the rest of his life. She's not here. She's been taken to one of our sister communities for her protection. Don't bother looking. You won't find her this time.
How can you keep her hostage like that?
She's bound to us by tradition, Nico. A tradition that's bigger than her.
For what it's worth, her being the Baal Shem has forced some people to rethink some of that tradition. Maybe one day things can be different. Until then, she asked me to give you this.
What's the note say?
Haven't looked yet.
A girl sends you a love letter and you don't even read it?
Stay there, all right?
Okay.
Dad. Dad, it's the text. You translated it.
It's a story. A ring of truth. At the dawn of creation, God wore a ring of truth on his finger. The ring held all of God's wisdom and thus all of his power. God used the ring to create the universe and all its wonder. But it was only when the ring created man that God was awed. For the ring had created man in God's image, and in the best of mankind, God saw himself. As a gift to his greatest creation, God removed the ring of truth from his finger and bent down to place it on the hand of man, to make them gods. But the angels begged God not to. Man had free will. He could be fearful.
He could be cruel. He could lie. Shaken by the angels' doubt, God decided to test man. So he hurled the ring down to earth, where it broke into many pieces. Pieces he hoped his proud creation would seek out and find. Pieces that once reassembled into the ring would show mankind the ultimate truth, the power of God. If they are worthy, they will replace the ring on God's finger and become gods as well. If not, they will try to wear the ring themselves and it will destroy them forever. Finding the pieces is God's test to man. Reassembling the ring is the path to mankind's destiny. Worthy and unworthy. Strong and weak. Good and evil. The truth beckons us all.
Well, that's a great story, but what does the ring of truth have to do with us?
Next time on Veritas the Quest.
Can you read this language? I know that you can.
If this kid really can understand this, we make history.